difference what you see. Possibly the God in me, it's got to be God in me. They tired of me, so it leaves no excuses, apologies, but I'm probably proud of me. They hate me cause I'm a G, little I when I OD like damn. But I'm going, his is a Sam, going cause it's Sam. And I ain't shacking, no acting up, no acting tough. None is to be the same reason these niggas calling these passages just to back them up. Thought they was bad as cuffs until they sure they bad as fucking all these niggas acting up. I bet you mad as duck your head one time, get your prayers online. Every time I mention Christ, they be giving me other signs. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. I hope everybody's doing good, feeling better than the last couple days or weeks or months or years. If you're not, hey man, try your best. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna tell you, man, every day I wake up and I struggle to energize myself, to fulfill my energy for the day, right? Sometimes I wake up with thoughts going on in my head, and man, I'm telling you, and like I said, like a lot of times when I get up here and I try to do these videos or whatever, it's always something that it's like a vibe or some kind of, you know what I mean? It's like a distracting feeling. It's like something don't want me to talk to the people, man. And I don't get it. It's like whatever this is, it feels like it's in me. But I'm like, dog, this ain't me. This ain't me. I'm naturally, like, you know, it's normalized for me to just speaking with people, just on a regular basis. Strangers, people I know, just checking up on people. So before I did the video today, that's what I did. I went and checked up on a couple of folks, and I had stopped by the store, and I seen a lady from one store that I used to deal with getting pool shock to do power washing and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I ain't been over there like all this year. Like, I come out of this one store all the time, right? And I see her truck there all the time. I be like, yo, I should go over there and just pull up and say something. But I'm always on the go. So today I'm leaving out of the store that I usually go to, and I seen her come outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess she came outside to smoke a cigarette or something, right? So I was like, yo, this is a perfect time. I'm literally getting ready to pull out the parking lot. So I just swung around. I backed up. I pulled up. I was like, hey, you. And she was like, hey, how you doing, Don? And I'm like, everything's good. I'm like, I just wanted to let you know why you haven't seen me. I said, it's like business completely just went dead. She said, it's not only happening in you, Don. We're slow over here too. We've been slow for like the whole year. She said, and another thing is, all the power washing people that used to come to get the chemical that I get, she said out of all of the companies, there's only one dude that she's seen this year, and he only came one time. I said, really? I said, I don't know if that's gonna make me feel bad or make me feel better. But because I'm like, yo, I took a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, a lot of effort to build my company. I put a lot into it to build it. So I'm okay if God's removing that thing for his time being, and for his purpose. Look, man, the Lord can remove anything he wants from my life, including me. You feel me? I'm so done. I'm at the point where, like, Lord, you ain't got to take nothing else. The last thing you got to take is me. I'm cool. Like, you don't have to prove nothing right now. You don't gotta prove nothing to me. I don't need none of this. I'm done with all this. I'm good, right? So she continues to talk, and she proceeds to tell me that her husband died. She always would talk to me about her. I never met her husband because, you know, he's just a guy in the background. She's at the store. That's what she do. He does whatever. So I had a relationship with her at the store, you know, customer relationship, right? So, and I know how much this lady loved her husband. She loved her husband. She was with him for like 37 years or something, married to him for 37 years. And I just seen how she was a working woman. And she always spoke to me. This is a white lady, by the way. Just thought I'd throw that in there. I don't know what it's supposed to mean or not, but I'm just throwing that in there. No point intended, all right? But so she told me that he died or whatever, and I can literally see the sadness, that the way she was sitting and everything. So I literally took a seat next to her. I'm literally doing there sitting on the ground, and we busting it up for a minute. And she's telling me how she called his son and told him about his father, and his son was like, "Oh, all right, well, let me know what y'all gonna do about the arrangements, and just call me back tomorrow." Bro, I'm looking at her like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. You got people who've been married to people for 37 years out here, or similar situations, and their spouse might just pass away. And the family of the spouse that passed away may not be too fond of the person they were with. So when that person dies, everybody just has this attitude with this person. For what? Because they had ups and downs. She was there to the end. But now guess what? The family's gonna go have this reception, the funeral, and all this stuff. She probably be the only one there that's gonna be the most uncomfortable. That was her husband. She the one held this man down for all them years. She can't even call her son, and son talking about, let me know what you're gonna do about the arrangements and call me tomorrow. So she calls him the next day, and I'm sorry to put into my business, but it's a testimony, right? Of things that other people are going through. Just before I came to this part to do my video, I happened to call a couple people, and I ended up stopping by her to checking in, right? Just showing my love. Look, I'm still here, even if we ain't doing business in that way. I was thinking about you, or I thought about you a couple times, and I didn't get a chance to stop, so I saw you today, and I had to, right? And that's what I got. And it's terrible because they have deluded people from being humane, right? So inhumane anymore that their own family members could die, and these people don't even give a crap. But it's terrible that people like that gotta suffer losses and then turn around and literally have nobody to talk to, dog. Nobody to talk, nobody, dog. So that's what I was picking up, and I'm like, well, there it is. As I'm picking it up of what the situation is and the problem that's giving her turmoil and pain right now, right? She already dealing with one thing, and now she got to deal with another. She doesn't know how to, she can't get closure. She can't get that much closure because she don't have anybody to speak to on it. People that know him. So she can be like, oh, you remember when he used to say this, or, he used to do that, and she ain't got that. And it looked to me, the best that she's had since it happened was when she was talking to me today. Because she just was saying so much. She was pouring out. But it was because I showed love. I let her know that today, in these days, it ain't all about business no more. That shit is over. We dead on that. I asked her, what's your relationship with God right now? Where's your standings with the Most High? Where you at? And she said, oh, well, I pray and I tell God that I had enough and this, that, and the third. I said, okay, that's great, because she praying. I'm like, well, you just make sure you're keeping that relationship with him. And she was like, I'm not a church person. I don't go to church like that, and I don't believe that you have to go to. I said, I don't believe that either. I said, right now, it's probably the best time to study yourself approved, because these churches are acting up out here. I said, so don't feel bad that you feel like you ain't got nowhere to go, and you feel like you might still be running for God because you don't want to go to church. So listen, if you need somebody to talk to, I said, you can talk to me. I already know that though, right? And besides, she's always felt comfortable talking to me about her husband. So I know that gave her some relief today. Just because of the fact that I'm showing love, or just because of the fact that today it wasn't all about business, like, oh, okay, or just because I ain't got nothing to buy off her today, that she don't need to see me, I don't need to know how she doing, or whatever the fact. And that's just a person that I deal with, or was dealing with on a daily basis because of business. You see what I'm saying? And that was only a store that I was getting my chemical from. So you gotta imagine my customers that I deal with, we talk, we bust it up, we get into it. And a lot of times, look, man, I done sat there, I done had police officers that I've done their house and they sat there and offered me a beer before I go to my next job. And I'm like, yo, I can't, I take the one, but he offered me more. Like, oh yeah, stay for another hour. I'm like, yo, we gotta go. I literally being held up by a police officer, a state trooper. That's like, he ain't a trooper when he home, dog. This bull, I mean, he had a nice house too. Chilling, big pool in the back. I mean, he got the beach chair laid out. He legs crossed, chilling, you know what I'm saying? Sipping the beer, telling us that, yo, I enjoy my job, officer. And also, you know that I'm the driver, right? All right, like, what you trying to do, bro? Like, you feel me? So he was like, all right, I get it. But here, just take some with you then. He gave me like a 6-pack. Said, cool, I'll do that. So we did that. But it's just the fact that when I come in contact with people, like in a real contact, right? I actually build rapport. It ain't always just talking about God or talking about scriptures or talking about demons or witches, or sometimes it's just, what do you need to talk about? I haven't seen you in weeks or months, it wouldn't matter. I pop up on you, you can be relieved because you may have a combustion of things going on that your world's not suitable enough for you to, you know, attend to that manner or matter with the manner that they're supposed to be attending it with. So I did with love. And I didn't become judgmental over anything she said, even when she said she not a church going person, and she said, well, she pray and she tells God how sorry she is and this, that, and the third. I didn't say anything. I just let her say what she felt like she needed to say without holding any judgment. Because, you know, other people out here, other Christians, they always feel like they got something extra that they got to say to you, like they got to teach you something. And sometimes in some moments, it is not really a teaching moment. Sometimes it's a moment of pain, sometimes a moment of suffering, sometimes a moment of enduring for that person. There's nothing you can do or say that's gonna help, right? But what does help is if you always showing love, because you never know who's gonna open up to you, who's gonna feel comfortable with you today, and for whatever reasons, man. And you know what that did to me? Not only did it give me some peace at what I wanted to do for this morning to get to the video, that also gave me something to talk about, something that we could shine light on, and the importance of what I did today as far as showing love. And this is why we gotta stay strong out here, man, because if we running around weak, I could have been in a burden today and I might not even feel like talking to nobody. I could have just drove right past her, seen her today, but I wasn't in the mood. Or because I was so in turmoil, I don't want to share my pain with her, not knowing that she's going through something much more worse than I am. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not going through nothing today. I mean, I could feel something, but that's it. And that's why I said, the only thing I feel is I don't know, man. It's like, it's a discouragement. And sometimes it makes me struggle just to get a word out. Sometimes it makes me struggle to get a word out, and I'll be checking myself, and I'm like, Lord, what the heck is going on, bro? Like, I ain't never struggled to get no words out. What? And he's telling me endure this pain, this suffering, this emotional unfitness for my spirit, right? It's not sitting well with me. I don't know where it came from. It didn't come from me, right? I'm naturally, I done been through a lot of things, bro. Like, dog, like, why do I come outside now and all of a sudden I walk into this shaded room? I step outside my house, and that should tell you the difference. If you feel the difference from stepping outside your house into the world, at this point, you should feel the difference. So that's actually a good thing. But I don't want to stay cooped up in the house all day, every day. And as a matter of fact, no days I want to be cooped up in the house. So I'm gonna come outside. I gotta get up. I ain't working right now. I don't care. I don't even want to work. I ain't looking for no money. I ain't doing nothing. I came out, get a coffee, and some other people, making sure everybody all right, right? But like I said, sometimes we in the moments, and we feel like nobody's got our back. Nobody's going to show up. Nobody's going to be there. And if they are, these people are only there to pretend. And it's painful, man. It's painful are the things that we're getting ready to see. And I'm going to tell you something else, but after I'm getting ready to wrap this particular part of the conversation up. But it just, it made me realize that so many people are going through. So this is what I told her too. I told her, I said, this is crazy because all I'm doing is I've been checking up on people, and I told her that I'll be checking in, not just checking up like, oh, something all right with you and you're gonna blow your brain. No, I'm just checking up with you, man. Like, you all right? It's not, I don't just check up on homies. I know we brothers, and I know the brothers need help, and I'm reaching out to them too. And they got my videos, they got my links, they got my phone number. And I told them, you need somebody to talk to, call me, Doug. Anytime, right? So y'all got the message. I always do this for y'all anyway, right? But what about the people on the outside? Well, the same pertains to them. My spirit is, I'm not saying for everybody, but it's for those who are in need, period. And I'm not judging a person on how strong their relationship is with God. I'm not. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to know if they have a relationship with Him. If they do, you do your thing. I encourage you to continue on that path. Let the Most High, at these points, for certain people, the Most High is going to have to be the preacher for them. You, on the other hand, are going to just have to spread the good news. You're still spreading the gospel because you're telling them the good things that God has done for you, right? So you don't got to go preach to them. You don't. You live a life that preaches. You live a life that preaches because it's actions that's going to speak louder than words. A lot of men out here, they complain about women who don't follow them, but they're not really following the Most High like that either. And if a woman don't see you being obedient to the same God, you're trying to tell her to be obedient to you under your structure and instead of there, you got to let her know where you're getting your structure from. But then when she finds out, or you reveal it to her, but then she realizes you don't even respect the structure that you're trying to get her, I'm going to keep it down. She ain't got to respect you. She ain't got to. You're not a man of God. And I actually prefer that the women who are disrespectful, please don't disrespect the men of God. You want to disrespect anybody, let it be the heathen man, right? But if you see a man of God that is, not doing as thou wilt, but doing the will of God, then come on, man. Show the utmost respect if you can. Because if you can't, a real man of God is going to dismiss you just like that. It's no problem. Because we don't get to decide what we entertain anymore. We really never did, but because things are serious, you should know that we really don't get to decide to entertain what we want anymore, right? Like movies like Deliverance and all this other stuff that's been coming out. Even that movie Sinners I didn't watch because I just don't think stuff like that is meant for my spirit. I'm not judging anybody else, but I'm just letting you know, if you don't think your spirit is okay to be watching certain things, you don't watch it. Other people might be able to. For me, I'm out. That's all I'm saying. I don't want no parts because I got a different kind of spirit than most people. I get aggressive when I see evil. You know what I mean? Some people might know how to take that or know how to pray over that or whatever the situation is. But guess what? If you can't do nothing about it, then I don't think none of y'all think you be entertaining that anyway. Because when things start to get, rise up into the physical realm, then what you going to do? What you going to do? Besides get yourself in a whole heat load of trouble or be cornered in a situation you can't get yourself out of. Right? Also, what was it? I wanted to speak on something else. It was something else important that I wanted to say. And I think it was about, as far as helping people or something, but, as far as it's about us being strong so we can be effective enough, not just for our particular community, man. Y'all gonna have to know now. Yes, they're gonna get a little bullseye red dot on them, but at the same time, we gotta focus on what the Most High wants from us to show the world. Jesus died to save the world for their sins. Well, if you're showing your righteousness before God and you're trying to walk up right before God, you're also doing that in front of the world as well. You're setting an example to the world. And that's why somebody like me, and I know how I am, and I always say, don't ever discredit the people of God because of me. If y'all ever want to come at me, you come just at my neck. Don't you start saying, oh, and this is why I don't deal with children of God or Israelites or Hebrews or this. Nah, nigga, I ain't about part of none of that. I'm a dolo nigga. You got any blame? You put that shit on me. All right? I eat all that up. All right? Yum, yum. Good. Okay? Just need you to understand that. Because I don't want people trying to utilize me as witchcraft for others to making them believe that this is not a fit lifestyle for you, because it may not be. God may not have called those people for that task. So you're not going to be ready to sit here and utilize one of the soldiers just to tell them something that's actually the truth anyway, because that job ain't meant for everybody. God didn't call everybody when he called David. He didn't call everybody when he called Noah. He didn't call everybody when he called Jesus. He didn't call everybody when he called Moses to do certain things. So, okay, that is not up to you to blaspheme against the word of God. You will blaspheme against the will of God. That's what you're doing. When you try to go against his justice and his justification system and who he sent and who he said would operate in those positions, you have blasphemed the word of God. Now you can say whatever you want. Whenever you're going a different direction than what the Bible says, well, you just use the Lord's name in vain. You taking his name in vain, right? Because it tell you don't take his name in vain. It ain't tell you don't use it, don't take it. What does that mean? If I tell you simple instructions that came from the Most High, and he said don't do this, this, that, and the third, or these are the consequences, because he just sees this as a sign of disobedience, and you'd be like, ah man, I don't really believe all that. I'm gonna do it anyway. Not out of lasciviousness, out of disrespect and disobedience. That is taking the Lord's name in vain. Like, nigga, you know that I said that wasn't my rules, right? That was God that said that. Oh, so you still disrespecting it. Boom. Took his name in vain, cuz you said it mean nothing. That's what vain means. Vain means you did nothing. It means nothing. That's what vain means. Like you go put tithes in an offering, but you're not doing it out of the abundance of your heart. You're doing it because you want something back, or you're doing it because you're trying to make yourself seem like you're rid of that person, or you're doing it because you're trying to compete with other people, or you're doing it because you're trying to make it look like you got money, or you're doing it for every other reason than what the purpose is for doing it. And it's supposed to just be done out of love. Cause see, when you do it out of love, you're not just in the church sprinkling your dollars in front of the pastors and the ushers and everybody else who couldn't get you be as fit to be in their church. When you do it, you're gonna do things like help the homeless people. You're gonna take out time, because see, that was value for that woman today. That was value for her. You understand? She could have paid for that time. If she would have paid for that time, she would have been sitting in front of a psychiatrist and they'd be charging her $300 to tell a stranger, a complete stranger, some ish. And this is what people got to deal with nowadays, because they don't got enough people out here showing love. You only try to show love when you're around your community, your brother. You ain't try to show love when you go around your own nationality of people, your own culture of people. You only try to show love when it's that. See, God has designed a well-balanced system with me. And I see how he did it, because if he would have told me to do it, it would have never got done. Because I would have never knew. I'm a big ass F up, all right? I'm a big F up, right? So God had to put me through certain things that by the time I had enough, you forced to see it, because you don't want to start sliding back against the grain when all the forks are heading that way. You're going to get tore up. You're going to scratch, tore, scraped up. It's going to be painful. Painful knowing that you could have continued going forward. See, when you got conversations and certain people or certain vices that can take you backwards, but you know where you came from when you was in those positions, that has got to be twice as painful than the first time you went through it. Why? Because you know you came out of it already, and it probably wasn't your fault, or you thought it wasn't your fault the reason why I went through it the first time. But then have you known better and said you knew, you beating yourself up at the same time because you still getting up, because you knew better now. So that makes it twice as worse. So the best we could do out here is show some love, man. Show some love, show some support. You know what I'm saying? Be of an able body for the Most High. Allow him to know you're a host. Allow the people to know, yo, this host is actually being utilized by the Most High. Let me tell you something. Because I had got cool with the boys from the one store that I was talking about, that I usually go to now. And I just got finished busting it up with them. I told them about God. I asked them nervous. I'm dead serious. These cats ended up, when they came outside their store to smoke a cigarette. That was after I already left their store. I going over to her, right? I'm busting it up with her. I don't even know these niggas was watching me the whole time. They probably like, cause this white lady, she's an older white lady. They probably like, yo, how you know her? How are you so close to her? Like, and then they saw me hug her at the end. I gave her a big hug and told her, hang in there, and you keep doing it. I said, I'll keep coming around and check up with you, you know what I'm saying, to see how you doing and everything like that. And she was like, yeah, this is the most I ever told her, basically like this. Please, Don, please come by. Please, Don, please come by and talk to me. Come on, bro. This is sad, man. It is, bro. So, you know, I got to. Now that I'm informative about her situation, so the next time I see her car there, I may not just have to see her to stop by, bro. I'm gonna pull up and I'm going inside. I'm gonna ask her, oh, you need some breakfast today? You want me to go grab you something from the McDonald's or whatever, dog? Like, I'll make some runs for you. I ain't doing nothing. There's people out here in pain, bro. And I can do it while I'm in pain too, bro. You know how much I've done when I was in pain? Sometimes I did it like as an action, pleading for help, for God to get me out of this situation I'm in. And I've given money, 50, even 100, to homeless people. And he want bums, because the Bible told you to judge before you give to him, and I judged. And it wasn't crackheads, there wasn't drug users, no. One of them didn't even speak English. He was a Mexican. I gave him 50 bucks. But he had a bike, he had a crate on there, and he had like some flowers and stuff in there. He looked like he tried to start up a business. He like, you feel me? But he was homeless. He was sitting outside a liquor store, and he just looked like he didn't want to talk to nobody. So I walked over there, and I tried to talk to him, and I don't know no English. I'm like, yo, you need some bread, blah blah blah. And then I said, yo, $5. And he said, so I said, hold on. I went back to go get Shorty. She's Spanish. Talk to him. Tell him I'm trying to get him some money. She's like, oh, he like, oh, okay. So I'm like, yeah, and I'm gonna take this 5 and get him to him. I said, yo, ask him, do he need more? He said, he was like, and I was like, yo, tell him I'm about to go. Tell him to stay here. I'll be back in 10 minutes. We went back to the crib. I went through my little stash, grabbed some cash, pulled out a 50, and I was like, yo, 50 or 150. I wanted to give him 100, but I ain't know. So I said, I gotta meet halfway. I did, just because. So I went halfway. So I gave him, came back, gave him the 50. Now, people out here sell false hope. They do this to people all the time and they don't return. Y'all know this, right? If I tell you I'm coming back, I'm coming back. It wouldn't matter if you was homeless or not. But especially a homeless person. If I told you to stay here, don't go nowhere. I know people don't tell you, don't move. I'll be right back. I ain't doing nothing else in the middle. I ain't even getting gas. I know I ain't gotta get that. So I know that where I'm getting ready to go right now, go get exactly what you need or what I told you or what you asked me for, and I'm coming right back, right? That's what I do. I don't gotta prove this, right? This is just a testimony. But I would love to show it, right? And I know the Bible says something about don't let your deeds be shown to do this, that, and the third, but I'm not trying to show it to people because I'm trying to show it because I know that giving and showing love is contagious and other people should pick up on it. Till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace and love.
Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it though. Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it, yo.